we'll crack on here. This will be our third year covering the main festival that happens every August. Fun fact, the August bank holiday was chosen because Alan Jones hates the Notting Hill Carnival and just wanted to host an event at the same time just for something else to do. So that's why they did that date. There's a smaller event during the Glasgow Film Festival, and a 2 day fest at Halloween as well, which we've also covered a couple of times. So there's three events in total, but the main one is the one in August that's coming up. So of all the films that you guys have reviewed so far in the 3 years that we've been covering the festival, what was your favorite? And we'll go to Joe first.
Well, since we've covered it, like just a few honorable mentions. I suppose first, The Addams Family Where the Devil Roams was a great wee
Hmm.
film. I was surprised how much I liked Fall when it first came out. But the one that sort of sticks out for me more than anything's Travis Stevens' A Wounded Fawn.
Oh yes.
I really, really liked it. I think when it came out, it was around a similar time to remember that film that was out. I think it's like it eventually went in Disney. It was with Sebastian Stan. Uh,
Fresh.
that's the name. Yeah,
Yes,
it was
yes,
in the back
yes.
of my head. Sort of similar to that. They're only better.
Mhm.
It just it's just everything about it just really clicked with me. I like the way the incorporated like mythology into like a serial killer film, and then it's part Evil Dead as well through that, and like the artistry involved in it was just fantastic. And then the main performances I really liked as well from Josh Rubin and Sarah Lind, and I just absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. You actually interviewed those guys, didn't you, for
Yeah.
the YouTube channel as well? They seem like fucking awesome people as well.
Oh yeah, they were great. Yeah, absolutely great. It was difficult to get them actually starting to do the interview because we're just talking about their own lives in general. It's like, hello, I'm here.
Can we do this, please? I've only got 20 minutes left in the Zoom.
Oh, not that. No, I was panicking about that, even though it was fine in the end. But
Uh,
yeah, lovely people though.
no,
Absolutely
class.
lovely.
Yeah, you should. Anyone listening to this should actually go over to their YouTube channel now and check out that interview that Joe did with Travis, Sarah, and Josh. Adam, what about you? Do you want to give a couple of your favorites over the years?
Um, one of my favorites was probably Chad Gets the Axe, which is well, hashtag Chad Gets the Axe,
Mm,
which is now available on Shudder. I think it's a really underrated found footage, um, social commentary movie because there's been a lot of found footage movies like Spree, the kind
hmm.
of, try and get into the found footageness of like streaming and getting cancelled. What was that movie that was on Shudder about the guy that stays in the haunted house all night?
Oh, Deadstream.
Deadstream. Yeah,
Deadstream. That's another fantastic film. But
yeah.
Chad Gets the Axe kind of is a lower budget version of that, where it's talking about you know modern day teenagers trying to get streamers up. And it just has a really good central performance by Spencer Harrison Levine or Levin. Who's not really a well-known actor, but he's a well-known memer, as he is famous for the meme of this is cheese sauce. Do you know what it's made of? Sauce, cheese. Oh, this is one of my favorite.
Oh,
Um,
Jesus.
and I got to interact with him on Twitter when I did the review. Said how much of a lovely guy he was, and he's a nice guy back. But I would say give that a shout. It's on Shudder now if people want to check it out.
Hmm.
I think another one's probably Inside of Me, I think was the name. Sort of like a religious-based Hindu horror possession movie. It got a cinematic release over here. It didn't really do well with critics, but I found it really fun and inventive. Didn't, set the world on fire, but seeing, there's been so many fucking exorcism movies in the last few years that are just The Exorcist light. Uh, it was nice to see a exorcism movie that was from a different religion and had different rules than you would normally see in that sort of film.
Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of glad you mentioned Deadstream there actually, because I had that on my short list as well. Just because I think found footage is hard to do and get right and be good and be different. But the guy in Deadstream was just hilarious. I thought it was great, really good comedy timing. It was over the top, but it wasn't like too over the top where it was just that it just went beyond funny. And I think the some of the wee scares in it towards the end was really really good too, and I just liked the vibe from it. Um, it came out around the same time as Dashcam as well,
Mhm.
and both of those films sort of had similar gimmicks. How they were live streaming it, and the people that were watching it was commenting. Although I did like Dashcam, I feel like Deadstream is probably the better of the two. And I think it got well received, and um, was it on Shutter as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did go to Shutter, yeah. So I think it was well received by critics and fans alike. So, and I definitely would be excited to see those guys, the couple that made it, their next movie. But without a shadow of a doubt, my most favorite movie that I've ever reviewed from FrightFest was a film called New Religion, which is a Japanese film written and directed by Keiichi Kondo. Um, I reviewed this not even knowing about it. I just got an email from their PR team. I didn't even request it, and they asked if I wanted to review it, and I kind of reviewed it by accident because I think there was a couple of screeners that I'd requested that I couldn't get, and this I had a bit of time and space, and I needed to review a film, and I saw this email and thought I'll give that a go. I like Japanese horror and stuff. So, but it was, man, I give it 5 stars. Like, it was my favorite movie of the year. It's one of my favorite movies of the past few years. Um, and Keiichi Kondo, I interviewed him for the website as well, so he was really nice. And he's actually working on a sequel or quasi sequel, sort of like spiritual sequel to this film, which actually stars the girl from Audition, which I thought was really cool. But in the review, I'll just quote a little line that I wrote. It's a dread-inducing, profoundly beautiful and heartbreaking, creepy film that needs to be seen by as many eyes as possible. I don't think a lot of people have seen it outside of the US and Japan because I don't even know if it's available over here. Maybe on it's not on a streamer, but it's definitely on Screenbox. So any US listeners listening to this, please go and check it out because it's unbelievable. Really, really top-notch cinema. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Keiichi Kondo does next.